Hi, welcome to the channel. This is Moyne Bass Fishers. I'm Jim Moyne, a professional bass fisherman. We finally made it down to Lake Okeechobee. The last couple of videos I've been just detailing a few of the events as I've been driving from Minnesota to Lake Okeechobee. I got here to Lake Okeechobee tonight. It's right now, it's 11:11 Okeechobee time. And I'm sitting here parked in this parking lot. I'm going to go to bed here as soon as I'm done with this. Today was somewhat uneventful. I mean, just good drive. I mean, pretty good driving conditions all day. I can't believe how warm it is down here. I supposedly got like in the 80s down here today, so that's kind of crazy. I'm sure that's going to be putting some of these fish in a spawning mood. I'm not sure what the weather is going to be like between today and a week from now when our tournament begins. A lot can happen. Big cold front could come through. Who knows? I guess that'll be one thing I'll probably look up when I'm done with this video, because weather is it's very important to plan out your practice and plan for the conditions, the weather conditions on the day of the tournament. So it's time to start taking a really close look at that. I did have to make a couple stops today on the way. Well, first of all, let me just, those of you that may have watched yesterday's video, I had a engine light come on. It was the low coolant light. So after I put some more coolant in last night, that light has not come back on. So that's good news. Hopefully it stays that way. The stops I made today, I needed a Florida license, which you can get online, but I decided I'd swing into a Bass Pro Shop up by Gainesville. So I swung in there thinking, oh, I'll get my license there, and plus I need a deep cycle battery, size 31, just one. So I wanted to get one of those, and then while I was there, I figured I'd look through their tackle selection. So got in there, got the license. That was quick and easy. Got an annual license for like, I don't know, $47, $48, something like that. Fresh water. Salt water is like more. And then, so then I went to go get a battery. Well, they didn't have a battery. they had batteries, but the wrong sizes. I mean, I wanted size 31, which is like a really big one, so it means you got a lot of capacity. So they had a tracker lithium size 31, but for what I want to use it for, which is to run all my electronics, and also to be as a backup jump battery. If it's gonna double as a backup jump battery, then it has to be just a regular deep cycle AGM or a lead acid battery, because I have learned that, because I have tried to jump off of lithiums, and what happens is those lithiums have little breakers in them that just shut the battery right down. So it does not, at least that's with the tracker lithiums anyways. I don't know about other brands, but the tracker lithiums, I can't jump off of those. So that's why I buy this deep cycle, so I can run. The only thing I have hooked up to it is my electronics, and then it hooks through a jump switch to my cranking battery. So if the cranking battery for whatever reason gets really low, then I can flip that jump switch, and it'll start pulling. The starter will start pulling electricity off of both the batteries. And another good thing about that jump switch is there's been times where for whatever reason the electronics battery doesn't get a good charge. So, halfway through the day or 3/4 through the day, my electronics battery will die, and then I flip that jump switch. Well, then now it pulls the juice off of the starter battery, and then my electronics will run again. So kind of a dual purpose function like that. That jump switch is really nice to have, for sure. So anyways, so I didn't get the battery there, but then I went through their tackle, and there was a few things on my list. There were some very basic things on my list that they didn't have, which I was shocked. But I guess that's how that store's been trending. I haven't been in the Bass Pro Shops for like 3 or 4 years, and the trend is continuing, I guess, with their tackle selection, which is just carrying less and less of it, really, is what I'm noticing. I did buy a spinning rod. I needed a medium action spinning rod, 7 foot, so I did buy one of those. There was a couple nice looking choices, but I ended up, but not a lot. I mean, like the one I bought was the only one in there. It was a St. Croix, and it was a 7 foot medium action fast tip, $170, which I don't like to spend that much, but I kind of needed it, and so I got it. I'd never spend more than $200 in rods, never. But so this was kind of on the higher end for me. So I got that. Did buy a few things on my list, and then where I bought batteries before is O'Reilly's Auto Parts. So there was one about 2 miles from this Bass Pro, so I just drove over there, got in there. They didn't have one. So then I got back in my truck. Looked down south on Interstate 75 towards Ocala, called the O'Reilly's down there, and they had the battery I was looking for, so went down there. I still had to drive that way anyways. It's just a couple mile detour off of Interstate 75. Picked up the battery, installed it, good to go. Then drove the rest of the way to here. I've been listening to several, I watch it, listening to several podcasts and YouTube videos. I mean, like I said, I don't watch the videos. I can't do that. I mean, I know my limitations. I gotta have my eyes on the road. So I made a video. The videos I pull up are ones that are like podcast type videos where it's just discussion. I'm not interested in seeing anything. So anyhow, a really good, probably the best one that I'll recommend is I listen to several fishing related videos and podcasts and some other non-fishing related ones. But just for the fishing related one, I would check out the podcast or the video with on Todd Castledine's channel, where he had a guest, Mark Zona. Mark Zona, of course, is one of the voices of the Bassmaster television, and so that was they had some really cool discussions on that, so I would make that's a worthwhile listen there. So anyways, that's all I got to say. Tomorrow I'll be prepping, getting ready, getting my camper set up at my campsite, and so on. So anyways, that's it for tonight. Over.